The letter Y is for yearning. Paul writes, "For I am longing to see you, so that I may share with you some spiritual gift to strengthen you, or rather, so that we may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith, both yours and mine." Stay-at-home orders in our community have been in force for 3 months now. We are all doing pretty well. We in independent living can leave the campus, but must run the gauntlet at the gate to get back in, having our temperatures taken and recorded, accounting for where we've been and why, who we've seen, and how long we've been gone. If we break the rules, we are expected to self-quarantine for 14 days. I have left for a blood test at the VA hospital, to make a rare trip to the grocery store or drugstore, and twice to go to local distilleries where I can call in an order and they can bring the liquor out to my car. Though restrictions in our state of Florida are beginning to loosen up a bit, we are still being very careful, hoping the number of new cases will decrease. However, accurate information is hard to come by, as the state government, enthralled to the example set by national leadership, is playing games and cooking the figures to make things look better than they are. There is no trustworthy information coming from the higher levels of government, so we have to count on local officials and news sources for any kind of believable information. We long for a return to some sort of a schedule of activities in our community, enough so that we could reliably tell what day it is, and for our dining room to open up in some form so we can sit with other residents and tell stories about how well we all spent the last 3 or so months, stories of all the things we did not do. We yearn for the freedom to travel around our area without having to account for our every move. I know I want to pick up again with the young people at the Improv Theater, where I had been taking classes. But I have to balance that desire with the need to take precautions until a reliable vaccine is created. I certainly do not want to be the one who brings the virus onto our campus. We know that we will have to learn some new habits. I think we all have the cleanest hands we have ever had. People are getting more adept at sneezing into their elbows, though some of the contortions to do so are amusing. Social distancing and masks may be around for a while, but eventually the masks will disappear, and we will once more be able to hug. And as time passes, more and more people will begin to wonder why they can't sleep at night. They will feel strange about not being able to go into a store or into a theater and inquire why one of them insists on sitting far to the front of the church where no one ever goes. The sight of a large group together will make them nervous, and they will ask, "What's wrong with me? Why can't I have the good old days back when nothing bothered me?" And the answer will be, you were changed by the pandemic, and you have yet to talk about how deeply you have been affected. Your condition is called post-traumatic stress disorder or a post-traumatic wound. There is help available if you will risk talking about your emotions. Some will, many will not, and never will.